Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I'm making a wee gift box for some Reese's Peanut Cups for a person's birthday who loves these. It's a really simple box, just nothing to it at all, a wee bit of stamping. It fits 4 of these Reese's cups, I don't know what you call them. You get them in this peanut butter cups. You get 5 in a packet, this one holds 4. So I had to demolish the other one. So it is really simple. You can see it is just 2 wee wings, and they just sit in there, push down, simple closure, just a bit of the matching paper and decorate it up. So what I have used is the Alphabest set and the wee matching punch. So handy. It really is handy for doing your names, making things that wee bit more special. I have used It's Your Birthday and the wee cupcake out of Hedgehog. You can see it at the top there. Punched a couple of circles with it, and for that one I went with pumpkin pie. This time I'm going to go with lemon lime twist. So what you need for your basic box is, where's my measurements? 6 3/4 by 9 inches. Now this is made to fit those Reese's chews, so bear that in mind. If you want to change up, just squished my whole box down there. If you want to change to a different size, just add it on to your basic things. You can only go so far with an A4 page, that's the only thing. So this suited my size perfectly. I measured it and I knew exactly I was going to fit 4 in. So maybe it'll hold something else. You never know what you might find. But anyway, let's get on with it. Your card needs to be 6 3/4 by 9 inches. You need 7 wee pieces to decorate it. I have used the gorgeous ginghams in the lemon lime twist. Glorious gingham, sorry. So there's lots of nice colours in there to pick out of, depending on who you're doing it for. And you need 7 pieces, as I said, and they need to measure 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, which is easy, isn't it? You need to cut a wee bit off one of your leftover pieces, just about 1 3/4 inches by, it's not even half an inch. I think it's actually less than half. No, it is half an inch. Take that back. So half an inch by 1 3/4, scored in the centre, and we're going to glue that now just so that it's all ready for us. I'm going to glue it with the opposite side shown to what I'm decorating the front with, so that it'll sit out. Oops. So just a bit of glue, which I'm sure I will get all over me. You just want to make like a paper ribbon nearly. So we'll just let that sit over there and dry. Yes, I'm nice and sticky. So we're going to do our scoring. You want to keep use, well I did anyway, I used all the one side of 6 pieces and flipped it over for the other side for the inside piece where I decorated it inside, as you can see. So we're going to score. I'm hoping this light's okay today. I have so many blinds closed and it is not a bright day, so it's just my camera, I think. It ain't great. There's my keyboard showing nicely. So I keep trying to get this in the best position that it's not going to shine, but it does. So go into your long side and we're going to score it at 2 1/4, 4 1/2, and 6 3/4. And spin it round and we're going to score it at 2 1/4 and 4 1/2. And that's your scoring done. So at this stage we could cut these up. We're going to use one part at the top for our closure. So you want to go in and go to that point and cut down to this point. You can see it. Yep, there. From there to there. So I'm just using my wee cutter. Use whatever cutter you're used to and just line up your score marks, top and bottom. And that's what you end up with. And we want to do the same over here, so I'm just flipping it over. So cut from the top down to the bottom. And that gives you that nice wee shape there. So on one part of this we want to cut all these actually in, right? Not that one. Cut. Oops, I can hardly see myself again with these bloody lights. So just cut into there. Just into that center line. And we do need to cut that, don't we? No, we don't. We're actually going to cut wee pieces out of here just to make this sit a wee bit nicer. We do need to cut it. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to close our box. So you're cutting 1, 2, 3. Turn it round, do the same here. Cut straight up that score mark. Straight up this one. Straight up this one. And this one we're going to tee off the same we did there. Just to make it sit a wee bit neater inside. We don't want to tee off any of the other ones because we want a nice straight edge outside and inside if possible. So, what are we doing now? Scoring. I had the worst sleep last night. I woke up at 4:45 this morning and that was me. I could not get back over, so it's now 4:30 in the evening or afternoon, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just like a zombie. Don't know how I work this out without making, well, I haven't finished yet, so we might have mistakes before the end of it. So just score all them nicely. This one here as well. Just make sure, like mine's going off skew there, which I don't want. We want to line up with this line, so just yank it over and make it go where you want it to go, which probably means I haven't cut it enough. No, it should be alright. Again with this one, that one's nice and straight in comparison to its mate. Same with all these, just try and keep them nice and straight. So what is happening now is, oh, we didn't do these, sorry. This is our closure up here. These are all going to fold up. This is going to go inside. This one's going to go right to the inside, both sides. Oh, get in. It will be easier when we glue it. I just want to show you the shape of the box. So it will sit like this, all nice and covered. Inside's nice and sealed off as well. And your closures will just go in here, and that should come right down to there. No fancy closure or anything, just that's the way I'm doing it. These are actually rounded a bit just to make them less pokey. But I think if you push them in the part you've cut into your cutter, it goes in a right wee bit, and you can actually afford to take that away. So put it in at the rounded end, or the cut end. And that gives it a nice wee finish. It doesn't matter, you're not going to see it, it just makes it smoother going in and out. I find anyway. So now that we know this is the way these go, you want to mark which ones you're going to decorate and do it while it's flat, because it would be much easier, wouldn't it? So just get a pencil and go here, 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 here. And you know the bottom is going to get decorated. The top, of course, and the inside. So now you can open that out and you know where to put all your bits and pieces. And you want to, I'm not going to put anything on the inside, so I'm just going to stick that now inside. I'm not going to stamp on it, I mean there. So I'm putting the opposite effect on the inside that I'm using to the outside. And if you find you get confused at all, just build your box up and then stick your papers on. It works both ways. So well, that one's stuck, and we'll want to do a bit of stamping on these ones. And I've used the wee stars out of this one here, out of the alphabet. I'm just going to go with those in black Memento. So I'm just starting down at the edge. Turn it around when you go on to the next one, and you can just, you know, tilt it slightly just so that everything fits in. Turn it again and tilt where you feel it's going to go. It just gives a wee line of stars. So I'm going to do that to, oh no, I'm not doing the bottom ones. We could stick those in place too. So you want to do it to, let me work this out for you. 1, 2, 3, and 1 back's 4. You're doing it to 4 pieces along the bottom. So if you want to go off and do that, I'll be back in a sec. So I'm going to stick some more on to keep it right here. Keep the starry ones over. I'm going to put the plain one at the top here with the large check facing out. And at this stage you want to add your ribbon for your reclosure. Just a wee bit of glue on the end. And stick it, get it sort of central. That looks okay. And then just stick this on top of it, and that will keep it from falling. Whoops. And that is your lid. This is your bottom, so you can stick the other plain one down there. This only uses less than 2 sheets of 6x6, so it's not a lot of paper. You'll be left with some that you could use for a card sketch or something. So now you want to make sure you're putting these on the right direction. So we know they're all there. So this one, I want the stars here along the bottom. Okay, and then this one you'll turn and put your stars down this way. You don't have to decorate around the edges, it's entirely up to yourself. I just thought it was a bit bare. Alright, so these ones will go like so. So you want your thing along the bottom. And the same at this side. This will go like so. Oops. Right, we're now ready to make our box up, but you want to make sure that you use a heavy glue, not a light one. I'm wanting these to dry because I don't want them shifting about where I'm gluing. Hope that one behaved, yeah. So as I said, this is going to come up. This one is going to go inside here. This one is going to go third layer. So you want to cover. You could actually cut a part of that off, do you know. We'll just give it a wee trim and put glue on that. You want it well glued around the edges so that your wee lid, when it's closing, doesn't catch on it. But it'll be sandwiched inside, so it should be fine. Right. So this is going to sit like this. So we want to push it against your table and press that into it. Same with this side. Keep it nice and flat against your table and press the white bits in. You can give them a wee burnish both sides so that the glue takes. And just make sure you're nice and square. This one is going to go on the inside. We don't want to trim any of it because we want that nice closure or cover so it's, the inside of the box looks nice and neat. So don't cut anything off those. And just, we're going to glue them very carefully. And make sure you get the glue around the edges but not oozing out so that nothing sticks where it shouldn't. And set this one down carefully. So these two go on the inside. So you can bring your box to you. Again, make sure it's nice and flat. And these are fitting in nicely. Let's do that nice clean finish and just go in with your, make sure everything's down. The light on the table. Glue on everything. I think I'm a wee bit generous with my glue, aren't I? So your items will go inside now and that will close down, and now we just need to decorate it. So you can see that nicely closed. You can push that down and that gives it a wee bit of firmness to keep it nice and flat for you. So what we need to do now is punch. And I forgot to get some lemon lime twist card, so hold fire. So we bumped into you again. You need a piece of lemon lime twist card if you're going with these colours obviously, and a piece of white. You want to punch a 1 3/4 inch or die cut a 1 3/4 inch circle, and you need a 1 1/2 inch circle to decorate. Now, what you want to do is we're going to stamp the It's Your Birthday and the wee birthday cake. And we're going to use, where are you? I actually have a very small lemon lime twist here. I'm not sure how good it's going to be. If you're like me and haven't, you can use Parakeet Party. I think it's very, very close to the colour of it. But I'll try this and see how good it is. This is a really old one. The last time lemon lime twist was out, so it must be, what, 4 years or something, maybe longer. I'm going to use this wee patch just to see what it looks like. It's a wee bit faded. I'm going to try this and that'll show you if it works or not. In my opinion, it's pretty close, but that's up to you. Yeah, it's much bolder, isn't it? So we'll go with that. And I want to put that right at the bottom, as low down as you can without losing any of your wording. So, it's your birthday. This I'm going to do in black. Where are you, black? Just so that I can add some colour to it. And you want it, you know you have a wee gap there, so you can slightly cover your, just make sure you're getting it at the top. Just fits and no more. You could go slightly up further. So what we want to do now is, I haven't got lemon lime twist in my blend, so I'm going to try this and see what it's like. Yeah, it's not too bad. These are markers out of B&M or somewhere. I usually have them out for the kids, the grandsons, to play with if they happen to come around, rather than letting them use my blends. So they're pretty good markers. I wouldn't complain about them at all. Right, I'm going to add a wee bit of Daffodil Delight to that, and a wee bit round to add some light from the candle. And then just a wee bit of pale grey, just to add a wee bit of depth to the cake. And that is us. We're going to, oh, I thought I got dirt on it there. Just add a quick dimensional. Marks on that. Center that. And I'm just going to stick it directly onto it. I'm not going to raise it up. Now you could add wee black stars. There's some in the, you get them in the clearance section. I always buy them because they're so handy. Right, well I want to add Mal's name, so again I'm using the letters and all out, and I'm using the alphabet set, and where are they? I have these three stamped and all, using one of the wee edges, and now I'm going to punch them, and then we'll stamp. I just used the corner that we chopped off. Waste not wanting it. Oh, sorry, I had a phone call there, I had to take it. I've been working away while I was listening to the phone call, but this is what I'm doing. Just going in, M-A-L is the name, just stamp a name after I've punched them out in the green, and simple as that. There's no rocket science involved. So I'm going to put a wee bit of something behind that to raise them up. Just a wee small bit. Really should get those flipping things out. One, two, three. I'm going to stick something else in this box for Mal, because he's going to have two boxes now. I've put the same name on both of them. So we're going to stick this to the front, and we'll just go with the A in the centre, and then rather than trying to line them up, I just put them on a wee bit crookedy. Put that one on straight, and then go in just a wee bit lopsided with the other two, which means you don't have to have a straight A, just plonk them on. Makes it a wee bit more decorative too, I think. Oh, so there we are. I have finally finished. Got there in the end, but I think they're very cute. And as you can see, there's 4 of those in there. So that's pretty good, getting 4 into your box, I think, anyway. So it gives you an idea of exactly what else you could put inside your box. That's a good wee neat pie, you know. So it's about, the box is 2 1/4 inches, I think, yeah. Yeah, 2 1/4 inches square. So you could fit a right wee bit. You could put sweeties in. Have some sweets here to do for next week. Pop a few of those in. You could fill the box up rightly. So just to give you an idea of what you could put in it. Just make sure it doesn't get caught on your thing. And decorate the front of it up. Make it nice and happy and whatever. Did I put my bottom? I did. So I'll have everything listed below and all the measurements with the link over at my blog. And that's all I have to say. So I hope you have a great week ahead, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.